I know Jeannie for a long time. I know her from church. She must have been 10 or 11 when I first saw her.
I met Jeannie, I want to say I was like 5 or 6. She walked into our house with my uncle because we had a party, I believe. And the first thing I remember doing was making fun of her name and saying that it was like Jeannie from Aladdin. And then she said something pretty smart. At that moment, I knew that she was going to be like part of the family, that she was going to be special.
She seemed serious. She seemed kind of serious, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to connect with her.
She's very quiet, very conservative. She jokes around with us. She's always there for us.
Jeannie is funny. She's such a fun person to be around with. She knows when to be serious and she knows when to be silly.
She's very involved in how we're growing.
She's very caring. I can see that. She's very sensitive to people's feelings. I've seen her care about people. It's important to her to be there for whatever reason, or for whatever need that person is having or going through. She seems to want to be there.
If we are, I guess, like maturing in the leadership as well, if we're growing spiritually, she tries to encourage us to keep going, especially for us, in our case, in the worship team.
Sometimes I get discouraged, or sometimes there's problem in the worship team, and she will always be like the mother of the group. Like, tries to make us tell our feelings to each other and always trying to work from that.
It's really rare to find, a leader that's really involved.
Consistency. I would have to say consistency with who you are, not just with your prayer life or your spiritual life, but consistency with the people that you're leading, to maintain that consistency of what you are, because ultimately people are looking at you as a leader. So if one day I'm up with a microphone and they see me worshiping, and then the next Sunday it's not for me to lead and I'm sitting and not doing that, they're going to say, well, what's the difference? So I think it's important to be consistent on who you are.
She's very humble. I like the way Jeannie is because she's very quiet. She's very reserved. She's not one to boast about nothing.
She doesn't know how good she is as a singer and how talented she is and anointed. I think it's also good because she doesn't think highly of herself. She never tries to pretend to be somebody that she's not.
Well, I'm very timid in the beginning, so leading worship and leading a group of people, the congregation, into a worship setting and being able to project that to other people was very difficult, because I am quiet and I am timid. Every week it's a terrifying thing, especially when I have to lead. We take turns leading a lot of the times, and when you have to lead, it's something that is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I do it with God's help.
She's a great leader. She's very passionate for music and singing. I can see she loves to sing. When she's in charge, Jeannie's there.
My passion in church is to sing, to praise God and to sing worship songs to Him.
I know that I could always count on her to give me advice. I know I could always count on her to talk to, just have someone to talk to. There's some people that you really find hard to trust. You know that she'll be there, even if she doesn't have an answer right away, but you know she's there willing to listen and willing to pray for you and with you.
Prayer. Prayer is the biggest thing, because a lot of obstacles are going to come, a lot of trials are going to come, but if your prayer life is there, you'll be able to grow spiritually. Your relationships will change with the people, because when you're working with a group of team like that, you all have so many different personalities, and you're not always going to agree. If you're praying about it and keeping that in check in your personalities, it'll all work out.
We're done.
Yay!